10 things I left behind in 2025. 4.25-inch high heel shoes. So I don't know if you're still doing them. And if you are, that's great. Good for you. I ain't mad at all. But I went out with Max one night and I wore a pair of shoes that used to be fine. But for some reason in 2025, they were not. Okay. I stepped out of that car and my ankles said no. Not just my ankles, my knees, all of them together were in unison. Hell no, hell no. Okay, so I'm gonna listen. It's a no. Mm. Unsaid expectations. Now that's a good one. That one is twofold because it's applicable to me, myself, as well as to others. As it relates to interrelational, there are rules of engagement that are common sense. Unless, of course, your name is Tarzan and you were raised in the jungle by apes. Depending on where you are in the world, sure, culture, society will play an impact. But generally, there are common sense rules of engagement. However, there are things that people just won't know. Yet we come into these relationships and we have these expectations of how we want to be treated and how we want to be served or serviced or handled. And that can be tricky because if I haven't expressed that these unsaid expectations exist, then I haven't told you how to engage with me. And we will come to a point where you do something that misses the mark, and I will become angry about it because I'm expecting you to know that's a no for me. And you don't know that because I didn't tell you. So I am going to make it a point when I allow people into my circle and there are things about me that common sense will not inform. I have to share that these are the expectations in handling my heart. As it relates to myself, I have this practice of dreaming and wanting a thing, fantasizing about something that I want to acquire or to achieve, and I keep it quiet. Not because I think I'm not going to do it, because I will work on it, but quietly. And there's power in speaking it. I feel like it becomes more true, it becomes more innate, it becomes more ingrained when I'm also hearing the thing that I'm thinking about and confessing in my heart and in my mind. If I can also confess it with my mouth, I just feel like that's just powerful and possibly the catalyst to ensuring that what's happening in my atmosphere is aligning with the thing that is driving me inwardly. But basically, what I'm saying is, I want my book published. Okay? I said it. That's my expectation. And I'm just going to keep on saying that until it's published. Eczema. Okay, so when I was young, I had eczema bad on my hand. I mean, I still have scarring from the eczema. Um, it never went away. I was so embarrassed by it. I used to hide my hands in my sleeve, and I grew out of it. Not really. There was definitely a lot of doctor visits, a lot of applications, medication, and all of that. But we got it under control. And then it stopped coming back, and I thought we had moved on from eczema. But in 2024, eczema started coming back, and I didn't even realize it was eczema because I hadn't had it forever. So last year in 2025, I realized that this must be eczema because it came so frequently and it started on my cheek, that it'd be on like over here under my nose and then on my cheekbone and then on my forehead and then here on on my chin, and it was going everywhere. And I was using hydrocortisone cream, and it wasn't really working. I used it until the tube was done. And I went to the drugstore to, refill. And I realized that hydrocortisone comes in a liquid. And that thing has chased my eczema away. So I keep it, it's, a 1 ounce bottle, and I keep it in, my suitcase. I have it in my makeup bag. I don't leave home without it, okay? Because that thing has gotten me together. Bye, eczema. Bye. Bye. Faulty friendships. If I'm being honest, I wasn't really the one who left it behind. They kind of left me. But I did a lot of um, introspection before the end of the year, and I've decided that distance is still right. I also want to confess that I came from the school of thought that I'm of an age where I'm too old to make new friends. Okay? That's a whole lie. We're putting that in 2025. I am definitely about making new connections this year, deeper, stronger. I want, people of equal standing who care about my heart as much as I care about theirs. I really am looking forward to meeting new faces, to understanding new experiences, and holding the hands of others who are committed to loyal friendships and just love, 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 love. This one is good. 30 pounds. Okay, so I didn't gain weight during the pandemic. Okay, I was sheltered in, working out and eating right. But after the pandemic, I started eating. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. Work was kind of stressful, and I developed a really bad habit of starving all day and then eating all night. And 2, 3 years later, we were 30 pounds heavier. And I was doing everything I could in my possible power to lose the weight, and it was taking forever. But in 2024, I finally got myself together, and it has taken me a year and some odd months to lose the 30 pounds, but we lost it, okay? Now we just got to make sure we keep it off. So that is, definitely on the list of things to do effective immediately. My new workout machine comes on Monday, and let's hope we save our lives. Okay. My former self. I went into 2025 broken. I did. I went in distraught, destroyed, downcast. I was so depressed. And I started going to therapy just before the end of 2024. Listen, I love God all day, and Jesus saved my soul, but therapy saved my mind. If I consider who I was 365 days ago, oh, I'm so different. It is night and day. My state of mind, my state of being, my state of knowing, my perception, my value for self, I'm not the same. I'm not the same. I came into 2026 knowing I'm adored, I'm restored, and I'm whole. I am me. I love it. Poor vision. hmm Honestly, I wish I was being deep, but the truth of the matter is, I think I need glasses. Because I read, and when I read for like, I'd say we get about an hour mark, my eyes are so tired that they are blurred. I can't see anymore. There's days that I'm at work, and by the time we hit the afternoon, I'm like squinting so badly because my eyes are tired of seeing the screen. I don't know what is going on, but I think I think we need glasses. And I mean, I go to the eye doctor, and he said I had 20/20 vision, but I don't know. I don't know. uncertainty. I'm not saying that there won't be events or scenarios that occur where the outcome is uncertain, okay? That is always going to happen. I will continue to embark upon a thing and not always readily know the ending. However, what I experienced in 2025 was a lot of turmoil and a lot of unfamiliar territory where I couldn't control it, I couldn't fix it. I just had to wait it through, and it was all uncertain, and that uncertainty would have usually given me anxiety, angst. I would have been losing my mind because I can be a little bit of a worrier sometimes. But what happened instead was that even though I didn't know the outcome, I knew whatever was going to be, I was going to be fine. And going through it, I felt so confident in not the ending, but in my being. I felt confident in what I was secure about. I think I actually experienced blessed assurance. I don't know everything, but I do know I will be all right. I'll be all right. Always. Always all right. Thank God for that. Heavily coated eyelashes. Listen, if you know me, you know that I'm a certified makeup artist. It isn't something that I, do anymore, but I love to beat my face. And Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara has always been my favorite. I'm always going to have it in my makeup bag, okay? Always going to have it. But that Il Makiage black card, that thing got my lashes right. And they have a mascara and an eyeliner, and together, ooh, I don't have them on now, but together, you ain't telling me nothing. Okay, okay. My final thing that I'm leaving behind in 2025 is heartache. It's heartache, yeah. Oh, I spent a lot of time mourning in 2025. I had the biggest hole in my heart that I was not aware of. And it was sorrow that stemmed from decades before. And I just got used to carrying it, and I didn't realize I was still hurting. And when I came to the conclusion that I hadn't healed from it, I spent a lot of time reliving and understanding how I felt then and how it impacted my thinking and how I feel about myself, how I perceive others, and how I handle my heart, honestly. And how you handle yourself determines how others handle you as well. And so I had to do a lot of shifting last year, and it hurt. It hurt to the core. Yeah, I've done a lot of hard things, but it was likely the hardest thing that I have done to date. I'm leaving grief in 2025. So this year, I am rejoicing. I am always looking at the glass half full and understanding that there's a potential for it to run over if I just continue filling that cup. This is the year that I smile, that I laugh, that I love, that I live. Ah, that was good. Happy New Year.